Kristen Brennan. I'm the Executive Director of Career Exploration and Development at Bowdoin College. And it's nice to see you this way. I wish we were in person together, but it does give me the opportunity to share a little bit about what we're doing this year to help students as they explore internships and jobs. And so the first thing that I'll say is that the approach at Bowdoin College is really personalized, the same way that every process at Bowdoin College is really personalized as a small community. And that's to our advantage because we can really get to know every student. And we have resources in all the different career fields. So our advisors cover everything from arts and communications to nonprofit to business to finance to you name it. So each of us have a background in the area we advise in, and that's really helpful because we get to know both students and the field, and then the employers and alumni in that field really well. So that's the first thing I'd say, is that it's very personalized. The second is that our commitment is that all students will have what they need to get the first job out of college and have the skills to get the next one. And that addition is actually important to us because it's hopefully repeatable, right? It's a set of skills you need your whole life. And so we take a lot of joy in working with students to develop those skills, networking, resume, cover letter, all the things you can think about, but also a deeper sense of who they are and where that might fit in terms of career fields, back to the personalized piece. So what does that commitment look like? A couple examples. One question that I would certainly have as a family at this moment is just what's happening right now, because it's certainly a tougher job market than we might have anticipated, and a pandemic, virtual work, all the rest of it. And so just one example of that is we made an ongoing commitment to the class of 2020 to just stick with you till you get a job. So we are continuing to meet with people who graduated in the spring, and in addition to the current students, of course, and send them personalized job recommendations, send an ongoing list of jobs that are open for immediate hire from the Bowdoin community every week. So that's just one example of what that looks like. Another commitment to all students is sophomore boot camp. So if you stick around for a bit, we'll have the opportunity to see what sophomore boot camp is about. And that's every sophomore. If every sophomore says yes, we'll happily have every sophomore enrolled this year, and we're going to do it virtually, of course, but it's a soup to nuts approach, from everything from resume to cover letter to networking to applying for the first internship with guidance from not only us, but older students. So that's another catch all students kind of support system we have in place. We have a really engaged alumni community. I've been entirely impressed and just gratified by the relationships with alumni, employers, and Bowdoin families who have come out to support students, particularly in this challenging moment. So we have a kind of job type we call Bowdoin Preferred. It means there's somebody on the other side of that wants to see Bowdoin applications. And instead of dwindling this year, that actually tripled. The number of Bowdoin Preferred listings we had tripled in the pandemic. And I think that's just a testament to who the Bowdoin community is and how supportive they are of current students and recent grads. So I'd invite you to join that community too. We have a community called BCAN, Bowdoin Career Advancement Network. You know, I actually always forget what the A is for, advising. Anyway, whether it's advancement or advising, you can be a part of it, and it's in LinkedIn, and we welcome families to be a part of that network and community as well. What else would I say? I would say there's a couple things that you can do to help students along the journey. And one is just to be there for them in the conversation. It's not at all, unusual for someone to go from pre-med one year to business to nonprofit the next. And so just to, be with us in advising students along that journey is an important role you play. And then I guess I would just say one more thing, which is in this virtual world, I think as you can tell by what I said earlier, we are really deeply engaged still with students in virtual appointments. We have virtual mock interview week next week. We continue to engage with employers online. It actually makes it easier in some ways. So with a wide variety, I just looked up in the last week, the first week of October, we've seen Peace Corps, Suffolk Construction, Fidelity's Emerging Leaders Program. We've had a panel with Latinx alums, the Department of the Treasury, Harlem Children's Zone, you name it, we're still doing it. So I hope you continue to get to know us and your students continue to get to know us. And it's been a pleasure spending a little bit of time with you. And if you want to stick around for just 1 minute, no more, the following is about the sophomore boot camp, but from the perspective of students, which I think you'll enjoy.
When I originally got to Bowdoin, I was very interested in what opportunities lay outside of Bowdoin. I think that was one of the initial drives that got me, was the power of the network.
I was like, I need a job. And they're like, yo, relax.
You can say.
Definitely was helpful in making me
assess what I actually cared about versus what I thought I cared about.
Going into it, I was very scared because I didn't exactly knew what I wanted to do, nor did I feel I was qualified to even get an internship in the first place.
They didn't have a sophomore boot camp when I was a sophomore. I thought that's a little bit different. It also sounds like something I would have been interested in as a sophomore, and those skills still seemed useful to me today.
So I was like, I need to take advantage of this to really make sure that Bowdoin serves me the way I want to be served.
How do I make it seem like the stuff I was doing was extraordinary?
The best way that you can get the most out of the experience is just like owning the fact that you pretty much don't know anything. Even if you know something, like just knowing that you there's a lot more to learn.